Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Club Lonely Moms. If you're new here, my name is Caitlin. So it's been a while since I last uploaded a video. I think the last one I might have uploaded was in November. I did end up filming a couple videos and completely editing them and having them uploaded to YouTube, but turned on to private or unlisted or whatever it is. And I never ended up publishing them. I have my baby with me, so if I look busy below the camera, that's what I'm trying to do. She's a lot older since I last uploaded. She loves to make loud noises. She loves to crawl. She loves to pull herself up to a stand. We had her take one step yesterday for the first time, but I think she's still a little ways off from actually walking, though we're very excited for that. So I wanted to get on here and do a where have I been video and like basically explain why I haven't uploaded videos in months and my feelings behind all of that. I was really excited to start this channel. Do you want some milk? I was really excited to start my channel. If you want to see why I started my channel, I made a video called, I'm pretty sure it's called Why I'm Starting My YouTube Channel, or Why I Started This YouTube Channel. And I had a lot of ideas for sit-down videos, and then I also started vlogging. I think I quickly realized vlogging wasn't what I wanted this channel to be. Like, I really enjoy watching vlogs, but I don't think they're my favorite content to make. I just feel like you kind of have to curate things. I don't know. I did try to make them as authentic as possible, just following along what I was doing throughout the day, but actually like getting to the point where I needed to set up my camera and get an angle, that made it feel inauthentic, even though I wasn't doing things for content. I was just filming what I was doing. And it was just a lot of labor. And I found myself feeling annoyed by my baby. And I think that's where I realized I needed to not be doing what I was doing. Like, I just felt annoyed by the fact that she needed me and I couldn't do what I wanted to do with the channel that I wanted to create. I realized like it would be backwards of me to feel that way to my baby when I'm on maternity leave, and the whole point of being on maternity leave is to be there with her. So I just decided to take a step back from filming and just focus on my baby. But I felt recently like things have gotten better, I guess I should say. I should give you a little update about my life. I think when I last left off vlogging, Paige had just learned to sit up on her own, and that was a huge milestone for us. I started this channel from a place of being just very lonely and feeling like, I don't know. I just started this channel as a way to reach out to other people and not feel so alone myself in like what I was experiencing as a first-time mom. So when I last left off vlogging, she just started sitting up on her own, and that was a huge milestone for us because then she started to play with things by herself, and that was really, it freed up a lot of, not my time, but it was a step away from her being so attached to me, even though she still is. She totally still is, don't get me wrong. But that newborn level of attachment is a lot different than this early toddlerhood level of attachment. I still took a step back to really just spend time caring for my baby, not feeling annoyed with her. Even now, like, it's really hard for me to vlog. She's really wanting, or not vlog, it's really hard for me to film because she's really wanting to play with my tripod. And even that is a lot to deal with. So you could imagine like vlogging with her and having the tripod in different places, and also trying to actually do things instead of just sit here and be in the video. Another huge reason I took a step back was I kept getting sick, and that's when I decided not to upload the videos. Actually, I took that as a sign that I was pushing myself way too hard and spreading myself too thin, and I really just needed to focus on being a mom and not doing other things. And that sounds sad saying that out loud, but I really just did not have time for hobbies. And so I just rested. I just rested as much as I could, obviously, and I just focused on being my daughter's mom. There's one other reason I decided to stop, and now I can't, it's just slipped my mind. Oh yeah, the other reason I took a step back is because I was still, at the time of my last videos, I was still Paige's put to sleep her every single day. She needed me to put her to sleep at night, and during that time I would just go to bed with her. And so we would be in bed by like 6:37, and I would just be in bed for the rest of the night, and I couldn't bring my laptop to bed with me. The screen's too bright. When I go to bed with her, I put my phone on, turn the brightness all the way down, and then I put it on reduced white point, which is a little hack if you want to be able to be on your phone with your baby but not have your phone screen be too bright. So here we are, early toddlerhood. My baby's not a year old yet, but she's getting there. She is a little bit more independent. I don't want to say a lot because she's still very much attached to me. She still nurses every like 30 minutes, and actually that's increased since a few months ago, or maybe the last time I was on here, because now she can help herself. Like, not really, because I can say no, but she like always pulls at my shirt and stuff, and so it's a lot harder to like space out feedings when she decides that she wants to tell me that she needs a feeding. I've been trying to redirect her to water like as of the past week. That's a whole other story. That's a whole other video, weaning, but not really. I don't know, just trying to gain some independence and some freedom. But now, starting at about 10 months old, her dad started to take over some of the wakings, or honestly, at around 9 months old, I started to put her down for bed and then sneak away, and I only got like 20 minutes to myself before I had to go and do another 20-minute shift of resettling her. But that was a step in an independent direction, because before she needed me entirely. And then at about 10 months, her dad started to try to take that task on with her, with resettling her after bedtime. So then I got some evenings to myself, which is something I hadn't experienced in the 10 months of her life. And now here we are at almost a year, and similar, like, he can now put her to sleep, put her to bed, and take over the wakings, which was not something we could do for the first 10 months of her life, which doesn't sound long, but is honestly, or maybe it does, but it feels very long. So I just feel like I have a little bit more time to do some editing, whereas before I had to do it during the day, and it just felt really interrupted, and Paige needed me. Anyways, I just feel like I'm at a point where I have a little bit of space for myself to actually do something that I want to be doing, like other than being Paige's mom. Anyways, this video has felt very chaotic. I have my cat, I still have my baby and cat with me, and they require a lot of supervision, I should say. I'm not quite sure where my channel is going or how to move forward, but I really just felt like coming on here to say that I do feel like I have the time and space to pour back into this channel. And while I was away, actually, I was able to make some friends in my neighborhood, a mom friend and just a regular friend. And that has been huge for me. That has made all the difference. In October, November, December, I truly felt like I was drowning in motherhood, and it was really hard to recognize that during the time, but looking back at those months, I definitely was like, that has so far been the hardest time period in Paige's life, in my journey of motherhood. So that was 6, 7, and 8 months. Paige was still very much like, almost all her calories at 6, 7, and 8 months were coming from breast milk. So we were still very much just almost exclusively breastfeeding. I mean, we were introducing solids, but at that age, it's mostly just for fun, and she didn't actually end up eating a lot, mostly just playing and tasting. And she still has her dairy allergy, and she still had her dairy allergy and her egg allergy, and I just felt, and I had the hyperthyroidism. I'm not sure if I ever ended up uploading those vlogs, but I found out I had hyperthyroidism, and so I couldn't keep weight on, couldn't keep up with calorie consumption because I couldn't eat dairy and eggs, and I just felt so helpless. I don't know if that's the right word. I just felt so lost in that. That was just like consuming my life at that point in time. Like focusing on trying to eat enough food, but also just not being interested in eating foods that have no dairy in them because they're just not appetizing as things with cheese or sour cream or yogurt. And I was really just drowning in that point of motherhood. But then I made these two friends in like the end of November, December, and my friendships with them have really like developed in the past few months, where it's made such a huge difference to be able to talk to people during the day. And I do eat the odd dairy thing, but still that was freeing, like to not be so strict with my dairy consumption. I also saw an endocrinologist and we monitored my thyroid hormones, and my hyperthyroidism just went away on its own. So all that sort of stress and worry was lifted off my shoulders. But I mean, we still have the dairy allergy. I still have to avoid dairy, but not to the degree that I was avoiding it, which is a little bit freeing. Yeah, and I have those friends, which is really nice to spend time with them during the week. One of them's on maternity leave and the other lives nearby and can come over on her work from home lunch breaks, or she also doesn't work on Fridays. It's really nice not being alone every single day. If you're on maternity leave and you are alone or you're just alone with young ones, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, you probably understand like how lonely it is not having adult interaction during the week except for the evenings. And even then, evenings are really fast-paced because your partner comes home and you have to make dinner, and then you have to do bath time, and then it's bedtime, and then like that just happens so quickly. There's no really, for us right now too, with Paige still really requiring one of us to be with her after bedtime, there's still not really like a lot of connection happening on weekday evenings between me and my husband. I really look forward to weekends when he's here all day and we can have some like adult interaction. But it is really nice having these friends that I get to see during the week, and it just really breaks up the week too between the weekends. And they're really lovely people, and I can relate to them. I've found myself relating to them a lot. That has really helped bring me out of that place that I was in October, November, December. The other thing with my channel too that I found exhausting, and what really like took me away from wanting to continue uploading videos back in November, I was also trying to upload reels and stuff on Instagram in order to help grow my channel, like redirect some views from Instagram to YouTube. And that was exhausting, and that is not what I set out when I started my YouTube channel. I did not plan on doing such, well, I did actually, but that wasn't what I wanted. I don't love it. I don't even do it on my personal account. It's just not ever really, well, it was back when I was younger, but as of the past like 4 years, it's not been something I felt authentic doing, and it's not been something that I like doing. So it took a lot of mental energy and physical energy for me to make content to post on Instagram. So I don't know if that's something I'm gonna continue with going forward. Like sitting down and making these videos is more what I want to be doing. And then the Instagram portion of this community that I wanted to create just feels like work instead of like a fun hobby. So I don't know where I plan to go with that. But where I see myself going forward, I do plan on returning to work in August. So we have 5 months before I go back to work. I'm still planning to just take that time to enjoy my leave with my baby and really support her and trying to gain some independence. She is coming up on a year soon. I do really want, sorry if the camera's angle is different. My baby and my cat were playing down by the tripod. There's this whole living room, and of course they choose where mommy is. I do really want to night wean at a year, which is in the more like attachment parenting style part of the internet, or like following your child's infant biological norms part of the internet. 12 months is kind of early to night wean, but I just really feel ready, and like that's something that's important to me, especially now that we're introducing foods. Well, we started introducing foods at 6 months, but especially now that she's started to like really show interest in food and actually like eating, like swallowing food rather than just playing with it and tasting it. I think that is something that we can work towards. So we did the floor mattress when she started rolling, and actually now we're considering putting the bed back up onto its frame, because she's shown us that she's almost good. Like, it's a little floppy and scary, but she can get off the couch going feet first. Maybe once she actually starts walking, it might be a little more stable when she hops off. So I think we might be doing that sometime soon. I was thinking of putting a floor bed in her room, even though it's just a complete disaster right now and does not look like any sort of bedroom. Just, that's where our bed frame is. Our king size bed frame is in this little room up there, so it takes up the whole room. But I don't know, because we have a dog that barks in the backyard back there, not in our backyard, but in our neighbor's backyard, and you can really hear it in those bedrooms, so I don't know if that would be detrimental to her sleep if we tried to do that. Those are more immediate plans and what our next steps are in babyhood, and I'm really excited to take you guys along that journey. I don't know how much it will look like vlogs per se, because those are not my favorite. Vlogs are not my favorite content to film. I really prefer sit down videos. I really prefer chatting with you guys. And I really like sitting down to talk, because I have a lot of mom friends now. And by a lot, I mean, I think I have like 3 who have babies who are my baby's age or younger. And sometimes I just really feel like I bombard them with information, or like, I'm really conscious of not wanting to give unsolicited advice, but then I have this like all this information in my head that I still want to like share with someone. So that's kind of what style of video I like to make, and just pass along knowledge that I've spent a lot of time looking up, or things that I've wondered about, without putting all of that onto my friends who have babies on the way, or their babies are a few months younger than Paige, or they're the same age. Yeah, I just really don't want to be that mom friend who says, I don't know, who just like pushes my views onto my friends when they maybe have a different expectations about what infancy is going to be like, or what they want to do in terms of their parenting style, because a lot of my mom friends and I have similar values when it comes to parenting, but our parenting styles aren't the same. And I don't want to push that onto them when that's not how they want to parent, sort of thing. But I do really still want to talk about it. Yeah, I think that this sit down was a little all over the place. It was very unplanned. I didn't have notes. I just kind of went stream of consciousness. But please let me know if there's any ideas for videos that you would like to see, or topics you want me to discuss or hear my opinion on. I would love that. I have a lot of information that I want to share. And as we go into spring, we do plan on doing some more gardening this year. There is a drought forecasted for this year, so I don't know. I think we'll try to do some drought resistant vegetables, which I would love to share. I know that's not really mom content related, but that's something that I'm interested in. So I don't know if that's something that interests you. Let me know. We do cloth diaper our baby. She actually isn't wearing cloth diapers today. We do sort of like an 80-20 cloth diaper during the day, disposable diaper during the night deal. If there's a video you want to see about that and how we approach cloth diapering, I would love to share that information. I can go more in depth about how we plan to night wean and foster more independence at bedtime. Yeah, let me know down below what type of videos you guys would like to see from me. And I think that's my cue to get going. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.